launch my web browser. All right. So after launching, I have my window. And over here, you could see that there is a search button in the middle over here where the point of insertion is showing is the search button. Over there, we don't do anything. If you don't know where you are going to, you ask, you search, you look for. But when you know exactly where you are going to, you don't ask anybody, you just take off. You know the shortest and the best route that will take you to your destination. So you will not ask anyone and then follow. For that matter, I always say, let's try our best to know where we are going to by typing in the URL, the web address. As you are typing, suggestions will be coming. But once you know exactly what you are doing, don't accept the suggestions. Just continue to type what you want to. And the URL is tpg.ntc. So I'm going to put it there. tpg.ntc.gov.gh. tpg.ntc.gov.gh. You type that in the address bar and then either hit your enter or your send. And within a short time, depending on the speed of your internet, you should be at the home page of the end of the portal. All right. Good. So over here, we have this message. If this is your first time on the site or are experiencing difficulties, kindly visit the section on frequently asked questions, FAQs. And we have the FAQs there, and then we have close button there. What we have under the frequently asked questions, we have tutorials or lessons that you go through to know where to find this, how to do this, how to do that, all under the frequently asked questions. Please, when you are free or when you cannot sleep in a night, just go to the frequently asked questions. There are lessons that you can go through and then you learn one or two on how to work on the portal. It's free. All right. Since that is not what we intend doing, we choose the close button and then have the full view of the portal. All right, so now we have the full view of the portal. And at the base, you have register now. Please, this register now at the base is for those who have now gotten their staff ID or their certificates or their SNIT numbers, and they want to upload their details onto the portal to get their license. But we, those who are already on the platform and we are already having our license, we don't go to register again for anything. When there is a course in your district or a course is advertised in your district and you have to go to the portal and register, please don't go to register now. Well, immediately you go to register now, you will be creating another account. And one day they will tell you are having a duplicate account, or this SNIT number has been used, or this staff ID has been used already. So once you have your license, please don't do anything as register now. It's for only those who are now coming to upload their details onto the portal to get the license. So where do we go to? We go to login. So at the top right corner, you see e-learning, news. The FAQs that we closed, it is still here. So it doesn't mean if you close it, you cannot have access to it again. You can still have access. Then we have about, and then finally, we have log in. What we have the e-learning. At the e-learning, we have trainings, various trainings, training for district directors, how to use the portal to award their points for their teachers, this training for regional directors, training for teachers, training on cyber security and co. When those trainings were advertised, there were points associated with them. Those who took the advantage of that had the points and then certificates for those courses. Currently, the courses are still there, but if you take it, there is no point associated with it. So ladies and gentlemen, that one too, if you have a sleepless night or you have a day and you wish to learn something, go to the e-learning session and then pick a course, start and complete it. Even if you are not getting points, at least you will learn one or two new things. So please, let's take note. The news, we have information flowing from the National Teaching Council to its parties. So it's about the Ghana Teacher Prize, which was advertised some few months ago. I believe those who were interested applied. You'll be vetted, and when you qualify, you win the Ghana Teacher Prize, which was formerly called the Best Teacher Award. Now it is Ghana Teacher Prize to match boot to boot with the international levels. And then we have the frequently asked question. I've spoken about that. And then about what the NTC is, what its mission statement is, what its vision statement is, the staff or personnel of the National Teaching Council, and all other things that you have to know about that establishment is at the about. And finally, we have to go to login. This is where we enter into our portal. So you click on the login, and then it will take you to the login screen where you see different users. So over here, the first user on the portal is the teacher, where most of us belong to. So most of us, we have to always use the teacher login. And sometimes you hear someone saying, oh, my password is correct. My email is also correct. But whenever I log in, they tell me wrong username or password. Yes, perhaps your email is correct, your password is correct, but you are logging into the wrong portal. So over here, you will see that we have the teacher login, organization login, CPE facilitator login, we have student login, we have district director login, we have the portfolio assessor login, and the station login. For all these users, you require email and password to log in. So for instance, if I choose district director login, you see that the email address is there, the password is there. In fact, this is my email and my password, which should be correct, and I will check that I am not a robot, which is the third option. You check on that, and then you say login, and it will tell you invalid email or password. Does that mean that my password is wrong or my email is wrong? Even it is stored on the system itself. No, it is correct, but it is only correct for my teacher login. But I'm using that credentials to log in as a district director, and the system will not allow me. Even as a service provider, I cannot use my personal email and then password to log in. So we should always take note. Always check that where you are logging in is the teacher login. So I will leave the district director and then go back to the teacher login. Over here, that same email and password that they said is wrong. Let me check on it whether it's actually wrong. It's not wrong. So you can see that it is now opening, meaning my email and then my password wasn't wrong, but it was wrong for the portal that I chose. So most times when people are complaining that the email is correct, the password is correct, by the time you check, the person is logging in either as a CPD facilitator or as an organization or as a student. So please, let's always check for we those who say we cannot log into our portal. And let me quickly add that sometimes if you are logging in on a device, it's not sometimes, always. When you are logging in on a device for the first time, for them to authenticate that you are the same person who is logging in, they will send a two-step verification code into the email address that you entered. And you are supposed to minimize your window, the email, and then pick that authentication code and come and enter it in the space provided before your portal will be open for you. Else, they will treat it like someone is trying to trespass and then enter into your portal. All right. Now, over here at my left, you will see the menu items. On your phone, immediately you log in, you will not see the menus, but you will see some 3 dots or 3 lines or a circle at the base. When you press on that circle, it will display the menu for you. Because this one is the desktop, that's why you are seeing the menus straight away. Over here we have home, training program, training records, NTC training program, portfolio, profile, terminal inserts, professional standing. I'll just say something 1 minute each about the rest, and then we go straight to the portfolio. The home, we are already at the home. And this is where you find your name, your license number. So sometimes if you are not sure of your license number, just log into your portal and your license number, your name, and then when you have to renew your license is the first thing you see at the top. Now at the top of that, you see download your CPD transcript. So most of us, we've been complaining, oh, and my points disappeared from my portal and co. Please, after the training, when you are awarded your points and co, please, you can download your transcripts, which will show all the trainings that you have attended with associated CPD points that you acquired from those trainings. You can even print and keep if you have a doubt. Else, downloading and keeping a soft copy is always advisable. You also see your rank progression. The rank progression will show which rank you currently is and which rank you are going to. This is not always right. Some had their rank AD1 when they were uploading their details onto the portal. Currently, they are deputy directors, but it is still showing AD1. So if you see that, please don't be troubled at all. It is just a progression from where you started from. All right. All things being equal, your points that you accrue from insets and mandatory trainings are supposed to aggregate over here on the rank progression. But it is not the place for checking for mandatory courses attended, whether you've been awarded your points or not. So to check whether you've been awarded a point for a course you attended, you go to the third option, which is training records. But before that, we have training programs. Training programs are those courses that are advertised in your district, and the service provider set it active in your district to permit you to register on your own. That one too is at the discretionary of the service provider. He can set it active or inactive. Sometimes when you set it active, people can go there and then register. Others will also say, oh no, I cannot do the registration. So in all the cases, it is at the discretion of the service provider either to set it active or not. If he sets it active, you find the course in the training programs depending on your district. So currently, there is a course in this district on GES Lively Minds program. Districts that are in their third term in the implementation of the . So if you want to register, you just click on it. There you see register at the top left corner here. So you just click on it, and if you are successful, it will turn green to tell you that you successfully registered, and your information will therefore be sent to the service provider so that when you are done with the course, he can base on this to score you. All right. I don't want to register for this course, so I will just unregister. So I'll just go to the red, use unregister and say confirm. This action cannot be reversed. Are you sure you want to continue? Yes, confirm action. And then it will deregister me from that course. All right, so the next one is the training records. This is where all mandatory trainings that you have attended and rank-based trainings are recorded. So if you have some points on your rank progression and those trainings are not reflecting over here, please, you've not earned those points. You can have 100 on your rank progression. If such is not reflecting in your training records and your terminal insert, you've not earned those points. So we have courses here: teacher productivity and time management, classroom management and the use of ICT for effective teaching and learning, sociology of education, instructional methods, among the rest. And all should sum up to 68, total points of 68.369999. All right, that is my total point for mandatory and then recommended trainings. Then NTC programs. Currently, there is no NTC training program, but you can view some from their home page over here. Then, because we are coming to portfolio, I will jump to the professional standing, where an organization or institution can request to know your professional status in about 4, 5 months, 6 months down the lane, when the UK teacher recruitment portal was opened. One of the requirements was that they should have the teacher license, and they have to also check their professional standing. And this is where it becomes very necessary for everybody to build. In fact, this one is for everybody to compete, Ghanaian teachers to compete at the global level when it comes to professionalism. So we shouldn't take it so lightly. Make first request. So over there, you can make the request and you'll be asked to provide the details. Which institution is requesting for your professional standard? The institution's email you provide. The introductory letter you scan and put, and then the transcript, etc., etc. Transcript I've already told you to download any other document, and then you are good to go, and then you upload it. And then they will respond to the institution that is requesting for your professional standing. All right. Terminal inserts. Yesterday, was it yesterday? Dr. Joyce informed us that district directors have power to award points for departmental-based inserts, DBIs, cluster-based inserts, school-based inserts, professional learning communities, and district-based inserts. Those ones will not go to the training records, as Dr. mentioned. They will not be part of the training records, but they will be at what? Terminal inserts. So you could see that at the top here, we have total points 4. This is different from what we have in the training records. So meaning the district director has awarded 4 points, 2 for each. So meaning 2 terms, and that one has been added over here. It will contribute to the values on the rank progression, but it will not be under the training record. So when you go down there, you see the one that was processed. So you can see school-based insert 2021-2022, term 2 over here. School-based insert SBI 2021-2022, term 2. And then you could see processed over here. So when you open that, is there. When it was processed, it's also there, and then the credit is there as 2, and the rest will also be there. So there should be 2. Once I've seen one, the second one is also okay. So the second one is also down here, and that contributes 4. There are more. So this depends on how well we cooperate with the directorate. Then they will also have that commitment to be awarding us our points when we need them. All right. At the profile, this is where we make changes to the information that we provided to the National Teaching Council when we were uploading our details for the license. The details, some of them, you can make changes to them without providing any evidence. But others, if you want to make changes, you have to provide evidence. For instance, if you want to change your name, some had their names all right, but their names were spelled wrongly. I, for instance, I'm called Michael. My Michael is always A-E-L. Assuming when I was uploading my details, I made it E-A-L, and it has been approved. And now I want to correct it to A-E-L. I have to provide evidence, and that evidence should be in the form of affidavit, and then you upload it, and then the NTC again will look into it. It can take not less than 6 months before it is approved. So you can change your name, your rank, your date of birth, but all those ones require proof. But if you want to change your district, currently I'm in Laura Municipal. If I'm no longer in Laura Municipal and I am in Kwai Brim District in the Eastern region, all you have to do is go to the profile, choose your district, and then choose the region in which you are currently. And all the districts in that region will appear. And then you choose the one that you want to be in, and then you save it. Why is it becoming necessary, or why should it be necessary for you to be in your current district? For some of us, when we were uploading our details, we were in one district, and now we've transferred ourselves or moved from one school to the other, or one district to the other, or one region to the other. Now, your details, if you don't change your district, when your district director wants to award you points, he or she will not find you in his portal because your district director will not have the records of all teachers in the country, but he can have the records of teachers in his or her district. So if your district is not reflecting where you are, he cannot find you to award you points. So always check that your district is set to where you are. Now that I've changed my district, I also have to change my school to reflect the school in which I am currently working. So over there, the first thing is to check that my district is there, and my district was Eastern Region, Eastern Regions, Kwaibi Brim Municipal. Okay. And then now, all the schools in Kwaibi Brim Municipal will appear over here in alphabetical order. If yours is not there, go to next. You could see next here. And then it will send you to the B column so you reach the last school in your district. So let me choose one school from the list. Okay, Annuem RCJHS. So let me choose that school and I say save. So I've saved that. Okay, so currently I've changed my district to Kwaibi Brim. And this one will also affect the courses in my training programs. So that's that. So now we are going to where we will be for the next 1 hour, which is portfolio. I'm going to talk about what a portfolio is, how to write a portfolio, or how to prepare this. We are going straight as to how to upload them. Now, immediately you click on your portfolio, depending on when your license was activated, you see these two. The yellow one logged was for last year, and then the green one active is for the current year, which will also end on December 1st, 2023. Today is 25th June. How many months more do we have to end uploading our details? So please, immediately we finish here, we shouldn't sit and be waiting that on 1st December, we will upload all our details. That day, I can promise you that the portal will not even open because everybody will want to upload everything onto the portal at the same time. And for that matter, it will be busy. It is normal with a system, an online system. When everybody is trying to use the system at the same time, it will be busy. So we, those who are privileged to have gone through this training, immediately we finish, let's start preparing our artifacts and start uploading them so that even by October, we'll fold our hands that I don't have any other thing to upload so that the system will not be busy by 1st December and we cannot upload our artifacts onto our portal. So the first one is logged and we have nothing to do there. So we, those who uploaded certain things over there, the portfolio assessors are yet to award marks. So when you open, you will see 0/5, 0/15. Okay, here, teaching philosophy, 0/9. It doesn't mean I didn't upload the teaching philosophy over there, but they are yet to award the marks. So this can guide you to know the marks that you obtain for the various artifacts. So teaching philosophy alone is 9. Evidence of work, 6. Scheme of learning, 6. Learning plan, 30. Reflective practice, 15. Problem identification and action research, that one is supposed to be 15.2. Evidence of professional development, 15. Evidence of participation in school-based activities, 15. Participating in co-curricular activities, 3. All right. So this should be the guide for all of us. So we go straight into the active one, and then we see how to upload. So when you go there, where we have my teacher portfolio, December 1st, 2022 to December 1st, 2023. It is not ordinary test, it is a link. So click on it, and then it will open that portfolio for you. So I click on it, and then it opens. My teacher portfolio, December 1st, 2022 to December 1st, 2023. Download report. I don't have anything to download because I've not uploaded anything there. So I come to the artifacts, one after the other. Teaching philosophy. This is the first thing we are going to upload because it is this one that is going to guide all other things that you are going to do. Whether you are a teacher in administration, a teacher in the classroom, it is your philosophy that will determine what you are doing and how you are doing it. So as for philosophy, at least, based on the trainings that we had yesterday, let's all try to carve our teaching philosophy. After the training, I will share the rules with you, how you score the 9/9. You can write and then you get 9. You can write and you get 6. You can write and you get 3. You can even write 0. So please, let's take note of that. Don't be surprised when you write and you get 0. That one is not a big trouble at all. But if you have the rules governing how you are scored, I assure you, you can get your 9/9. So it is open over here. So immediately I hover. When we say hover, when I pass the mouse over it, you see that the pointer will turn into a hand with the index finger raised. You just use that and click on it, and then it will open up for you. I will delete the existing teaching philosophy that was uploaded, and then we will upload it again. So when you open, this is how the interface will look like. We are going to make use of this upload file button. Can we all see this one? The green button. Upload file.
Yes.
Good. So before then, you should have prepared your teaching philosophy. Type it, not more than 2 pages, please. Not more than 2 pages. And you should have your license number on teaching philosophy. I remember that when we were in the university, most of us were asked to craft our teaching philosophy. And we did that for post-internship activities. But if you want to revise and use, please remember to remove your index number from it, because that one, our index numbers were on that. Now we don't need the index numbers. We need your license number. So put your license number on it. Don't forget to remove your index numbers. And another one too, when we go to the lesson plan, we are in an era where we no longer write lesson notes, but we download lesson notes. I'm not saying it's a crime, and I'm not saying it's bad. It is good. But please, when you download it, at least, even if it is PDF, try as much as possible to convert it to Word, and then edit it to suit your personal details, your district details, and your school details, so that you will not download a lesson plan. We know that you are teaching at Konzokala, MA Primary, but the name on the lesson plan is Madina Zongo JHS. At least when we download or we borrow from people or we ask people to prepare for us, when we take it, please, let's edit it and then use our own details, our current information. If it is for last term and you want to use it for this term, please let us reflect that it is this term's lesson plan. All right. So we are going to click on the green button to upload. So upload file. And immediately it opens two user inputs for you. The first one we have name, and then the second one we have the file. Click to select a file. This is where the selection is done. Over here too, you just type the name. I want to use my name together with the term or the particular records that I'm uploading. Because if I give it a name, lesson plan, some of them you have to upload for terms. Others you have to upload for years. Others too, you have to upload for the whole cycle of 3 years. So if it is so, then you have to give it the name in such a way that it will describe which one you are uploading. So Michael Chin Philosophy for 2022 or 2023. I'm done. My name is there and what I want to upload is there, even the period. So I go to select, click to select a file. If you are using the PC, you can do what we call drag and drop. Assuming the file is on your desktop, you can drag and then come and put it on. But if you are using the phone, just click in the middle here, and then it will open your file directory for you, where you can locate your files. But if you don't know how to do the drag and drop, let's go by the conventional method so that the system will lead us to where our file is, so that we just select it. So you just click in the middle here, where we have clicked to select a file. Click on it. If you are using the phone, press on it. Dialog box is open for us. So over here, you choose where your file is. So if you save it on your phone, maybe documents or it's on WhatsApp, you downloaded it, so it's on your WhatsApp documents, or you downloaded it from Telegram, so it's there. Just locate where it is and use this one to follow. So mine is on the desktop, so I'll go to desktop and it is in a file called FGLC. So I open FGLC and then scroll through. Down here, I have a file called Teaching Philosophy. I will always recommend that, though you are seeing this in just philosophy, when you want to name your file, add your name to it, or you can even add your license number to it. So now that I've chosen my file and it is showing the file name, I will say open. So down here, you will now see philosophy.pdf, meaning my file has been attached correctly. So I'll now say select. So now I have the name over here, and then now the name of the file is also showing as philosophy.pdf. So now that that is done, I will now go to the button down, upload file. So I'll click on upload, and depending on the speed of my internet, Michael J. Teaching Philosophy for 2023, and now the file is here. So what you can do is you can view it, you can download it, you can delete it. So if you are not sure that that's the file you uploaded, you can view it. Is this the correct file I was supposed to upload? No, this is not the file I wanted to upload. No. Then you can quickly what? Delete but it. If it's that one, even if after uploading it and your device gets spoiled, your laptop or your phone, and you lose your files, if you are able to log into the portal, you can still download what you uploaded. But if you don't have anything there, you cannot download anything. And if you're also not sure, or if you are practicing from today, I'll give everybody 5 minutes to practice. If you upload something and you uploaded the wrong thing, please, immediately you finish, delete it, and then take your time to prepare your artifacts and then upload it correctly. What will happen is that if you upload the wrong file, you worry the portfolio assessors and they will also worry you. So just like Dr. Joyce was explaining yesterday, teaching philosophy, then they will go there and you were at a drinking bar with one of your favorite friends and you took pictures and you uploaded it as your teaching philosophy. Then we go to evidence of work. That one too, when you were busily doing one or two things somewhere there at undescribable place, then took a video and then you uploaded it as your evidence of work. What is going to happen is that once your first thing is not meeting the criteria, second, not meeting the criteria, third, not meeting the criteria, you put the assessor off. So perhaps it is even the last session that you have something good to be assessed. You have only chaff on your portfolio. So they will not even continue to assess and award you your points. But mind you, you have to pass. The portfolio, you have to pass over there. After getting all your points, you have to pass for the portfolio too. So please, if you have nothing, kindly leave it blank. If you have nothing to upload, you don't have teaching philosophy, you don't have evidence of work, leave it blank. But if you have something to upload, then it must merit the award. So immediately you finish, kindly delete it and then prepare the correct one and then upload. So that is for the teaching philosophy. Let's see the portfolio assessment, portfolio rubrics. So we have goals, we have teaching techniques, we have assessment practices, all for teaching philosophy. So these three things must enter into your teaching philosophy: goals, teaching techniques, and then assessment practices. In the next columns, goals are specific to the context of the teaching subjects, the subject that you are writing your philosophy on. So me, I'm going to write a philosophy based on my ICT teaching. Okay, if I do that, then in the column 3, the most acceptable either is on target or acceptable, or unacceptable, or not rated at all. So if your goals are specific to the context of the teaching subject, that's the target. You are done. If your goals are usually specific to the teaching subject, but can sometimes be stated too broadly, then it will be acceptable. You get something over something. If goals are often unfocused or incomplete, it's not acceptable. If goals are so broadly stated that they could apply to any teaching subject at all, then it is not rated. So let this one guide us. All right. So under the target, you connect learning activities to disciplinary, academic, personal, and professional learning goals. That's the target. If you usually connect learning activities to learning goals, although the connection is sometimes not well developed, it will be acceptable in some way. Articulation of learning activities is often basic and unreflective with few connections to learning goals. Is unacceptable and does not connect learning activities to learning goals. That one should not be rated at all. Then under teaching techniques stated and the description of activities suggests engagement of learners in creative pedagogies that ensure universal design for learning targets. Teaching techniques mentioned and the description of activities do not encourage learner-centeredness. Acceptable. We go to evidence of work. So over here, I mentioned that for the teaching philosophy, we are not giving any specific period. When you look at summarize weekly monitoring tool for 3 years. It means for the 3 years, you are only going to upload it once. When you look at sample learners exercises you have marked and graded, let's open it and then see how we are scored. You are scored the highest grade if your content follows these guidelines. 45 samples of learners' work marked and graded within 3-year period, showing comments. 45 samples of learners' work. So within the 3 years, you are showing 45, meaning on average, every year you should have 15. When I heard this, I said, oh, Charlie, 15 is, but Madam in KG told me that, so 15 exercises in a year, you are crying like this. Me, just 1 week, I've done over 100 exercises. I said, how did you do it? I said, oh, me, I'm in KG and I'm teaching literacy, I'm teaching numeracy, I'm teaching this. Even numeracy alone, every week, I have to do 3 exercises. Literacy, I do this. Creative something, something. I write and say, oh, so even within a week, he is having over 50 exercises. So she encouraged me that it is doable. And I realized that it's not anything difficult that I cannot do. I only overrated the 45 to be too huge. But the 45 is for the entire 3 years, meaning every year is 15. If you break it down to the 15 for the year, it means every term is 5. Every term is 5. So first term 5, second term 5, third term 5. So that will give you the academic year 15, and times 3 will give you 45. So getting 5 exercises in a term, I don't think it is so difficult that we cannot do. So if you get the 5, instead of snapping them and then uploading them one after the other, you can take and then scan them into one document, so that in that one document, you can have 5 different exercises that you have marked, graded with comments, but not akukoti. You know the one we call akukoti? You draw, it's called 0. Then you draw the human head and then put the ear and then the eye and the crying tears there. Not that one. That one is not professional comments. So that one is not part. But if the person is good, performing, average, this, all the good comments that we've been writing. Not only that, the person scored 5/5 or 10/10, that somebody can score 0/5. But you upload it because you have the hope that though that 0/5 is he or she is scoring 0/5, but he's going to improve. So if by tomorrow that same person is now scoring 2/5, the following term is scoring 4/5, and by the academic year he's scoring 5/5, that person has improved. So if the person scores 0, it's not something that you should fear. The person scores 0, that's the performance. You'll be doing reflective practice and then action research. Some of these things will go in there and then will build you why the person scores 0 and what you have done about it. So that one too, we upload it the same way. So this is Michael term 2 learners exercise. So I'll go through the same procedure that we used and then go and pick the exercises that I've scanned into one big document. So in that document, I have 5 different pages, 1 page for each exercise. So our file shouldn't exceed 5 megabytes. That's why I said that when you are doing it, take 5 exercises per term and upload it so that you can have it smaller. When you have all, because you are uploading 45, you take all the 45 exercises, you wait for the 3 years to come. Maybe your license will expire next year. So you wait. Next year, you start picking the pictures of the exercise from 2021. 2022, 2023, and you want to upload all, it will certainly be more than 5 megabytes. If it is only 5 exercises, perhaps it will be like 5 or 10 kilobytes, and you'll be able to upload it. Next term, you upload another one. Next term, you upload another one. Next one, you upload. And it will be smaller, so that it will not be more than the 5 megabytes. But if you wait till the end of the year, which you can still upload, but certainly it will be more than 5 megabytes. So I pick the smaller one. So immediately you see that green light, it means your operation is successful, and it is currently showing. So now that I've uploaded this, I can now continue and upload term 3. So that one too, I go in there and choose my exercises that I've converted into a PDF. So you select, and then it's in there. That's term 3, upload. So you can see that the term 2 is here. The term 3 is also down here. So even if I'm doing for all the 9 terms, all of them will be showing here, one after the other. All the 9 terms will be showing. And then it will be smaller, not more than 5 megabytes. If you want to do all once, it will certainly be bigger than the 5 megabytes. So I want to add the first term of term 1, 2023. So that one too, I go and I select my file. So I have 3 different terms over here, meaning I've satisfied one academic year like that. So if I want to proceed, I have to do this for all the terms. Then I can have, you have at least 9 different files. You know, 3 terms for one academic year, 3 terms for another one, and then 3. But because they are saying 45, you can have more than 45. So if your file is, say, 10 exercises for one term, don't worry, you have done well. They will have the opportunity to peruse some, delete some, and then ignore others. So please, if you upload more than 5, if it is 6 or 7, it's okay. Not that because they said 45, you will do it exactly 45. You can do a little above the 45, and you are good to go. So we go to the next item. Learning plans, 15 lessons per term. 15 lessons per term, not 15 weeks. So in 1 week, if you are teaching geography and you have 1 class in Form 1, 1 class in Form 2, 1 class in Form 3, that week you are having 3 different lessons. So just 1 week you are having 3 different lessons. So times 5 will give you 15 lessons. So let's take notes. Someone say, hey, 15 weeks. The term is not even up to 15. No, it's not the weeks. We are talking about lessons. Lessons that you have planned. You have written your lesson notes for, which we are no longer writing. We are downloading. We are buying. Some are buying the lesson notes. Me, I'm not against any. Whether you write it, you download, or you buy. But at the end of the day, get 15 lessons per term and then upload them accordingly, just like what we did for the exercises. It is the same process, the same procedure. I'll take the last one from evidence of trainings attended, where we have the CPD, evidence of in-service trainings attended. Yesterday, Dr. Joyce mentioned that you have to get your logbooks signed with your certificates. Then you upload them over here. So here, please, we shouldn't be losing our marks here. Minutes of formal meetings attended. So when we attend formal meetings, we should upload the minutes over there. Let's read the guidelines. You are scored the highest grade If your content follow these guidelines, minutes of at least 5 formal meetings. Example, meeting with mentor or lead mentor or any other education officer, head of school, circuit supervisor. So if we are being invited to meet our CISO or our headmaster or head of inspectorate, the minutes therefrom should be made available to all attendees to upload onto their portal, and it should accompany the invitation letter. So we are used to a situation where we use text message to invite people to staff meeting. There will be end of term staff meeting on Friday, this. Please, moving forward, those invitations should be on the organization or the director's letterhead, and it should be signed. When it is signed, we don't need you to print. Don't print, because at the end of the day, even if you print, we will also have to go and scan and pay for the scanning. So after signing, snap it and then put it on the WhatsApp platform for us. And then those who are interested will download it and upload it onto their portal together with the minutes from that training. And they are good to go. So let's take note. When it is the normal text message that we upload, we put on our WhatsApp platform, I don't know how they are going to get it onto their portal. So let's take note, especially those who are in authority, the staff secretary, those acting in the stead of the director. Please type the letter, let the director sign it, snap it, and then put it on their platform. Those who are interested and they know what they are about, they will download it and then immediately save it for their portal's activity. All right. So we'll go to the CPD. That one to, yes, this is where you upload your training logbook together with the certificates. Here too, you are scored the highest grade if your content follows these guidelines. Evidence of at least 5 in-service training workshop, CPD, participated, certificates or photographs. And that photographs will include the photograph of your portal. But yesterday, Dr. Joyce mentioned that people have started writing anything in their training logbook, get anything signed, and upload it. Please, it's a criminal offense. If you have not attended training, don't worry your neck. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to the last session, which is action, research, and reflective practice. Action, research, and reflective practice, which Dr. Joyce took us through some couple of months. You have to upload the entire project onto the portal. And I mentioned that we don't have to forcefully put everything in all the sessions. If you have not done any action research, you have not identified any problem and action research, please don't go and take somebody's action research and then upload it. Turn it in, checks plagiarism, will check and pick you up. But if you have done action research and it is current, it fits into the current window. Somebody asked the other day, when I was at the training college, I did action research. And I said, when did you do it? He said, yes, 2005. This thing too started 2021. So your action research should fit within the window. So if you are currently pursuing a course and you are doing action research, it will fit, but it must match the rubrics. You are doing it for the National Teaching Council and not University of Cape Coast. You are doing it with your license number and not your index number. So please, let's take note. Having said that, I will bring my practical presentation to an end over here and tell you once again that it is better you leave the portal empty than put things that are not matching or meriting the points or the marks therefore than to put any other thing there. If it is blank, we know that you didn't do anything. We will not begrudge anybody. But if you put what will not merit the point, you will even infuriate the portfolio assessors.